Kamu nagpaminaw sa DYAR 765 SMNI Radio Cebu, kapartner mo sa balita o serbisyo.
Serbisyong kapartner ng bayan. Kapartner ng bayan. Ania ang tulumanong mo paila sa lain-laing ahensya, organisasyon, personalidad o individual nga andamugahin sa ilang serbisyong kapartner ng bayan. Atong sayron ang mataglakang nga nabuhat na ug angay pang buhaton alang sa ikauswag sa matag komunidad ug sa nasud sa kinatibuk-an. Serbisyong kapartner ng bayan. Ania na ang atong kapartner nga makauban karon.
This is the day that we, stakeholders of Central Visayas, commit to work together through a memorandum of agreement to undertake two very important initiatives for the promotion of the welfare and the protection of the rights of our OFWs. First is to enlist as many champions in the campaign against illegal recruitment and trafficking in persons. Through the years, we took note of the rising number of cases of trafficking and illegal recruitment, and Region 7 is not exempted. Section 2 of Republic Act 8042, or the Migrant Workers and Overseas Filipino Act of 1997, provides that while recognizing the significant contribution of Filipino migrant workers to the national economy through their foreign exchange remittances, the state does not promote overseas employment as a means to sustain economic growth and achieve natural development. The existence of overseas employment program rests solely on the assurance that the dignity and fundamental human rights and freedoms of the Filipino citizens shall not at any time be compromised or violated. I believe we all agree with the saying which says, "An ounce of prevention is better than a pound of cure." Our unified campaign against illegal recruitment and trafficking in person could actually reach far and wide in preventing our constituents from being victimized or abused by human trafficker or illegal recruiter. If and when, despite our efforts to protect our migrant workers, they still face unfortunate situations of being victims of abuse, illegal recruitment, or trafficking in persons, or sometimes victims of illegal dismissal. Daghan kay mi ana nga gi-assist no nga mauli in town kay wala na human ang ilang contract kay illegally dismissed sila, or those who were not able to finish their contract due to other reasons beyond their control, like now sa Middle East no, in high risk areas, or there is an economic downturn in their area. For whatever reasons that caused their untimely return to our beloved country and our local government units, we, as duty bearers, must be ready to accept and offer a hand to help them stand on their feet again. Although DMW has embedded its mandate programs for reintegration, it would also be helpful if we could connect these workers to other national government agencies, local government units, national government organizations whose mandates can also provide support and assistance to ensure a system of continuous care and monitoring for our OFWs. Our assistance, individually, how limited it may seem, may create an impact if we integrate them presenting a seamless and holistic package of care. This leads to DMW Region 7 to conceptualize One Window Bayanihan Assistance Program, or the OBAP in short. This is a convergence mechanism whereby national government agencies, local government units, and non-government organizations complement with each other's mandate for a sustained and impactful care for our dear, distressed OFWs. It features an online referral system wherein concerned agency or unit is already apprised of the needs of the OFW even before the OFW come to your respective office. Kumbaga, nabaw-an na nato daan unsa ang kailangan sa OFW, una pa sila moabot sa inyuhang respective offices. It also enables DMW and its core partners to monitor the kind of assistance given to our OFWs, such that no OFW is left unattended. And finally, the rich database the system will offer to the core team will also provide our decision makers to come up with responsive policies or programs for our OFWs. Our main objective is that through our collective effort, we shall be able to assist returning migrant workers in mainstreaming back to the community, thereby achieving full reintegration and be active partners in nation building. And, of course, aside from that, saving the pain of retelling their sad, traumatic experience again and again every time they visit each institution or agency for assistance. So, minsan lang sila magsabi ng kanilang story, and then we will now refer them to the appropriate agency. The OBAP basically aptly aligns with Section 2 of Republic Act 11641, or the Migrant Workers Act of 2021, which requires that the state shall provide timely and responsive services to address the needs of our OFWs regardless of status, ensure their participation in the formulation of policies affecting their welfare, and provide mechanisms for skills development and reintegration. So to learn more about the OBAP, may I request everyone's attention on the screen.
One story, one seamless service for OFWs. Para sa maraming overseas Filipino workers sa Region 7, ang pag-uwi ng may pinagdadaanan ay hindi agad nangangahulugan ng ginhawa. Instead, they face a complex and fragmented system. Paikot-ikot sa iba't ibang ahensya, paulit-ulit na kinakwento ang kanilang karanasan at muling binabalikan ang kanilang trauma. Despite good intentions, nagkakaroon ng delays, duplication, at dagdag na emotional burden sa ating mga OFWs, ang ating mga makabagong bayani. Upang tugunan ito, the Department of Migrant Workers Region 7 introduces the One Window Bayanihan Assistance Program, isang unified interagency initiative grounded on efficiency, coordination, at malasakit. Sa ilalim ng prinsipyo na one person, one story, one file, ang DMW ang nagsisilbing single entry point, ensuring seamless and coordinated assistance, isang gobyerno na kumikilos bilang iisa. These are the key benefits. Una, no reprofiling. Isang beses lang kukunin ang datos because every story matters at hindi na kailangang ulit-ulitin pa. This protects our OFWs from re-traumatization. Ikalawa, verified and trusted system. With DMW as the central entry point, ang bawat OFW ay tinuturing ng verified, allowing partner agencies to act faster and deliver assistance agad. Ikatlo, faster and streamlined assistance. Mas mabilis, mas maayos na serbisyo, bringing government assistance closer to the homes and communities of our OFWs sa Region 7. Ikaapat, data-driven governance. Bawat kaso ay nagiging mahalagang datos, helping shape better policies, stronger programs, and more responsive governance for migrant workers. Ikalima at panghuli, whole of government malasakit. One Window Bayanihan Assistance Program represents a unified stand. Isang gobyerno na may iisang puso, iisang layunin, ang kapakanan ng bawat OFW. Ngayong March 31, 2026, we mark a historic milestone. Nagkakaisa ang mga ahensya ng Department of Labor and Employment, Overseas Workers Welfare Administration, Technical Education and Skills Development Authority, Department of Social Welfare and Development, Department of Health, and Department of Migrant Workers. Together with our NGO partner, the Legal Alternatives for Women, or Law Incorporated, formally unite through a Memorandum of Agreement. With the strong support of the provincial governments of Cebu, Bohol, and Siquijor, and the leadership of our city mayors in Cebu, Mandaue, and Lapu-Lapu, this initiative becomes a true model of convergence and collaboration. Sa pangunguna ng kalihim ng Department of Migrant Workers, this is more than a program. It is a commitment. Hindi na lamang tayo magkakahiwalay na ahensya, tayo ay isang gobyerno na gumagabay, umaalalay, at nagmamalasakit. This is One Window Bayanihan Assistance Program, one government, one window, one commitment for every OFW.
Thank you so much. So we appreciate everyone's presence today. It just manifests our shared commitment to help in whatever way we can to assist our fellow men, including our overseas Filipino workers. Thank you, our OBAP champions. And as we move forward, we shall have on board more agencies, more organizations, and more local government units. Again, my warmest welcome to everyone. Daghang salamat.
The Department of Migrant Workers was constituted way back in 2021. In a year's time, we were able to fully operate as a full department with 1,500 men and women. We are able to perform not only central operations, but also regional and overseas operations. And one of the important programs of the Department of Migrant Workers is not only to protect, not only to promote, but to reach out to every OFW from the farthest distance from Metro Manila up to the farthest regions from Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. That is the commitment of no less than our Secretary Hans Kakdak. That is the reason why we are here today. As mentioned by most of you, today's partnership is not merely a signing ceremony. Today's partnership is a formal recognition of our shared commitment to protect and promote our OFWs. Hindi lang po lip service ang ating gagawin. Meron po tayong regional office dito sa Cebu, meron po tayong satellite office sa Bohol, at itatayo pa po natin hanggat sa abot na makakaya with human resources and all limited resources for every towns in the provinces of Region 7. We should establish each satellite office to be able to reach out to every OFW and to bring closer to the different towns and provinces the services of the Department of Migrant Workers. For every OFW abused abroad, the department is here. For every contractual violation committed against our OFW, the department will always fight for them. For every OFW who needs to be repatriated, no matter when, no matter what, the department 24/7 will always be there. In these times of crisis, alam po natin ngayon yung sigalot sa gitnang silangan. Mind you, 2 million, no less than 2 million OFWs are there suffering, waiting for the crisis to get over. Yet, they are not willing to go home because more important than their safety is to provide their family with the basic necessities they need in life. Alam po natin yan, kahit anong sigalot, hindi po umuurong ang ating mga OFW. Kaya tayo sa government, tayo sa Department of Migrant Workers, all the more, ipakita natin, nandito po ang Department of Migrant Workers. No less than our President issued the National Energy Emergency to an EO. And one of the functions of each and every government under that EO is to reach out to every Filipino, whether in the Philippines or abroad, to address the present crisis brought by the energy crisis and our OFWs in the far-flung areas, distant area in the Middle East. Meron po kaming tinatawag na Action Fund. No? And the Action Fund will pay off the airfare and all the needs of our OFWs there. Sa ngayon, we are able to repatriate no less than 2,600 OFWs already. Airspace, lack of commercial flights, these are the realities on the ground. These are the realities that prevent our OFWs from coming back home. Yet, these are not hindrances that will not prevent the DMW from performing its job. We need to do land border cruising. For example, from Kuwait, we need to pass either Riyadh or Al-Khobar, a distance of so many miles, about a travel of no less than 8 hours. Yet, our MWO, or Migrant Workers Officers, are there together on board with our OFWs to cross the border and finally fly out from the danger zone. The important thing is we need to bring them out of harm's way and then bring them back home safely. Tanong, pagdating po sa Pilipinas, papaano naman po kami? And that is where our MOU matters. That is where our partnership will be very important. That is where you will come from. Kaya po tayo may partnership ngayon kasi one of the important frameworks, not only the One Bayanihan, not only the fight against illegal recruitment, but to provide an alternative employment to our OFWs. When we speak of alternative employment, we are thinking and depending on the services of the other national agencies. Nandyan po ang TESDA, nandyan po ang DOLE, nandyan po ang DOH, nandyan po ang mga non-government organizations to provide for alternative opportunities to them to be able to educate financially, provide them with financial literacy, livelihood literacy, so that they will engage in more productive matters rather than pushing them back abroad. Overseas should not be a matter of necessity. It should be a matter of choice. Huwag po nating pilitin ang ating mga kababayan na lumayo at umalis kasi napakahirap pong mawalay sa isang pamilya. Napakahirap po na sa oras ng mga importanteng okasyon tulad ng mga selebrasyon ng birthday, mga important occasions, malayo ang kanilang ama, ang kanilang ina, ang kanilang magulang at kapatid. Together, we should work for their full cycle reintegration, meaning we invite them back to our country, reintegrate them to our society, reintegrate them to our livelihood opportunities here. That's why DOLE, TESDA, DOH, and the other agencies will matter a lot. Sa pagsulong po ng ating mga problema sa buhay, sa pag-asikaso ng iba't ibang mga problema, huwag po nating kalimutan na may isang ina, may isang ama na naghahangad lamang na magandang kinabukasan para sa kanyang pamilya. The government, particularly the Department of Migrant Workers, will always be there, making sure that they are fully protected and we promote their interest. Yan lamang po at maraming salamat sa inyo.
Maukadto ang tulumanong serbisyong kapartner ng bayan. Ubani kami ninyo sa sunod na higayon. Matag Lunes hangtod Biyernes sa susamang oras, 1:00 hangtod 2:00 hapon. Dinhi lamang sa DYAR 765 SMNA Radio Cebu.